Hello and welcome to a new review. Behind me we have a C-Class and the new facelift C-Class, as you can see. We're going to do comparison of both the facelift and the old one to see what's new. And then we're going to do a separate video just the facelift. So in this video we're going to compare the two classes next to each other, and then we're going to jump in the new one. It's going to be a separate video which I'm going to link on the top, one of the corners. If you're new to the channel, I welcome you. My name is Josip Ricov, or Josip Rikov. I'm doing car reviews. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment below, like this video, and of course click the little bell next to subscribe to get notifications when I upload a new video. Let's dig in. Okay guys, I apologize about a little bit of noise in the background. It's a storage area, but I have to thank Mercedes for lending both cars here in the parking lot. It's both brand new, to see the comparison of the old C-Class and the facelift. Now this is 5 years on the market. Now we have a redesign. As you can see, let me back up just a little bit. First thing you notice is the grille. Now there is only one strike through. There's two on the pre-facelift, let's call it that way. This one has the AMG package. I believe this one doesn't, or maybe it doesn't. A little bit confused. It does look sort of like avant-garde. You can see the car look alike, but the big difference is inside the engine and the electronics in the new facelift C-Class. Now we're gonna come closely to the pre-facelift and the facelift. Now let's check out the exterior lines. Doesn't look like there's too much difference when you look at both cars. So this one doesn't have the AMG package, I'm pretty sure of it. Both have the night package, and both are Skyline edition, which brings you a lot of equipment, but the new one has more compared to the pre-facelift. Now as we look at the back, you can see the new redesigned lights. They are the same shape. There's also a diffuser, which is, as you can see, a bit different. This one has four, let's call it wings or whatever on the diffuser, and this one has three. This one's glossy, but this one's not. Both cars have fake exhaust because they're both diesel cars. The petrol cars on the new facelift I saw have real exhaust pipes. Now, this one has the panel roof, this one doesn't. So I think we should sit in the old one, and just for comparison, excuse me, just for comparison, here are the keys. So this is the new one, and this one's the old one. So we're gonna jump to the old one first, because you are familiar with this car. Now if I jump in, it's a nice interior, and you can see the steering wheel. Now these are the light switches, parking, opening, wood pieces. The cars are both spec'd similarly. Now you're gonna see in the new C-Class the seats are different. Now this one has AMG carpets, so I might be wrong regarding the AMG package on the car. This is the interior. You have the manual speedometer. Call it manual because it has needles and everything, and it's analog technology. The other one's digital. This is the steering wheel. It looks nice, has a lot of features, and this are the buttons. Inside you have menu. Now this is something I would criticize before, and Mercedes had upgraded this in the new one. You're gonna see it in a second. You still in the new one have the controls, which are pretty reliable, and they are a bit updated, just a little bit. Inside It's pretty much the same in the new one, just to show you what you get inside, and the space is pretty much the same. On the top there's parking sensors, and this little thing is, if you haven't noticed, you can see the ones in the background in your mirror. On the top, lights, pretty much standard everything. Now the button, there is no start button. You have to use the key. You have to put it inside, and then I'm gonna turn on the contact, mute the volume. I don't want to get a copy strike. And of course you get the warning here. You have this menu. If you press the menu button, you have this sort of menu, which is looks completely outdated. This part not so much, but this definitely. So I'm gonna turn it off, and we're going to jump into the new facelift. The speakers are nice on this car. Haven't really looked at if there are new, but I know there are improved. Now if we jump to the facelift version, it looks similar. Of course, you have the bottom logo that lightens up. Even this is the same. You have card holders here, everything unlocked, the front trunk, the back, everything looks familiar. You can see the seats are a little bit different. Now what's different, they have this controlled with hydraulic pump and the lumbar support. There's also an optional massage seats, so you can get like wind waves. There's chambers in here that are filled with air, so they can massage. That's an optional seat. I don't think this one has that. Now if we jump inside, now have in mind I've adjusted the seat in this one. Now we do have a new steering wheel, and we have a sort of digital display instead of for the speedometer, instead of the analog one in the pre-facelift. Now I love this new steering wheel. I love this design in the AMG package, where this is not black, it's aluminum. And this one has, I haven't noticed on the other one, this one has shift paddles. Now this is a bit different. Actually looks the same, but there's new wood pieces. It's a little bit refreshed, but you don't see it. On the top is a new refreshment. You get this nice big screen. It's not a touch screen. It's still operated by this, and it looks exactly the same. When I look at it now, this one has the parking cameras back and front, and you have this wheel still. Some have haptic feedback. I'm not sure about this car. Inside it looks pretty much the same, but I do have to turn on the car because so this one has start stop button. Doesn't have a this one I don't think it has keyless entry. I have to turn on the AC because it's really hot. Now to show you inside, it's pretty much the same, and this one has the ambient lights. Now it's not so dark, maybe you can see a little bit over here and down there. I really like that feature. This you're gonna have to trust me, it looks the same. There's some new materials, and overall the speakers look the same. You can see even this part is a little bit lightened up. This car on the top pretty much looks the same. Over here you have a button. This is the panel roof. Now I'm going to open, so there's a little smaller one, and on the front you can open the shutter, and you can open the top glass as well. I'm gonna close it because the sun is really hot. And on the back you can notice there is no parking aid or on the top of this mirror, because let's turn on this system on. You have a Mercedes-Benz welcome logo, and you have, excuse me, parking cameras. Now by using the wheel you can go down, so you have a back camera. If you go forward, if the car has, it would turn on the front camera as well. I think this one just has parking sensors. Now if we go to the menu here, you have system information, navigation, radio. Now this car doesn't have the SD card inside at the moment, so I'm not gonna be able to show it. The sound, I believe this is improved more. Okay, let's choose this one. I mean, testing the speakers is really more of a individual thing. I really don't see too much difference. There's maybe some difference. I'm not an expert on that part. So if we go home, back, I do believe they're improved, as Mercedes says. You have telephone media here, contact. Have Mercedes-Benz apps now, so you can connect your car. You have Apple CarPlay, Android CarPlay inside, which is really nice. Let's go back, not to go too much into details. You have car features here. I love this. Graphics are really crispy. You have select of the Echo. You have comfort, sport plus. Oh, you can hear the exhaust change. An individual. Look at this, sport plus. Did you see the needle go up, a digital one? Okay, so a lot of features here, and if I move back to the menu, I have vehicle, you have system. You can change the displays, which I'm not gonna show now. There's 3. You can add additional screen display brightness. If you can go on the side here, choose your input. I'm wondering, touchpad sensitivity. So the other new feature is this little ones. They're touch sensitive. You can swipe around and press them. This one's for this screen, this one's for this one, so right, left. And haptic operated feedback, so you get sometimes a feedback on it. If you hold your hand on it, there's connectivity, Bluetooth, you know, all the units. I put it in English for you guys. If you go back, there's car, and there's assistance. The Mercedes has improved assistance on the facelift. That's what they say. Basically, it has the assistance of the S-Class, same as this features. And I like, let me see. Okay, this is getting too long video, so we're gonna end it here almost. This is beautiful. I like this informations. There is one I forgot that shows consumption, or you can see engine data here, and it's here, dynamic select and vehicle settings. But the new thing is here, this screen is operated. I didn't close the door correctly. This screen is operated here. No, let me go back, so you can see, you can choose all this assistance service, so you can have cruise. There's multiple, so you have even the little screen that you can change. If I go back here, I can see trip, all information, consumption, you know, a lot of informations. I love this navigation that won't turn on probably because there's no SD card. Yeah. Radio, media, phone, and the design. I'm just gonna show you this and then end it. You could change it to sport, and you can change it to progressive. I really like those features that you can customize the car. The car gives you information. I forgot at the moment now, but the car can show you like the if I go to Sport Plus, you can see car features here, which I forgot. You can see like the G-forces and similar, but this is it, guys. I've just passed in the things. Now there is EQ boost. This car doesn't have it. This is a diesel car. The engine is from the E-Class. It has aluminum blocks, so it's lighter. The car has less consumption. There's EQ boost like a mild hybrid car. This one's not. There's better petrol engines, of course, from the new E-Class, and I'm really happy about the car, but I do need to criticize one thing. Except all the extras, which is also you know, something Mercedes does, it charges for extras. I think something Mercedes should have worked on is backspace. Now, I'm a tall person, I have 2 meters, and I've adjusted my seat for myself. As you can see, trying to sit down here is pointless, because you can see that there is just not enough space for myself. Of course, if I haven't shown the armrest, you can knock down the seats here, pulling. You have child locks here. The seats are nice and comfortable, as you can see. This is the back, but it's just missing space on the back. I know Mercedes wants you to buy a E-Class in that case. And let's show you the trunk space. I believe there isn't much of a change. Well, you get a new key here, 2 keys. Let's see, there is room for spare tire here. You have nets. Now you have this seat, you can pull this. It unlocks the seat, but it doesn't knock it down, which is something I personally dislike. I think that the seat should knock down. You still have this nice feature on the top. I believe this is your little triangle. LED for the license plates. You can see the camera, which is over here, pops out, and that's about it. Let's see the other car just to see if there is a change. Looks pretty much the same to me. It also has the same feature. And on the back there is just a patching kit. There really is no, this one doesn't have the camera. And of course, diesel. Both cars have AdBlue. On the petrol engines on the facelift, you have now a DPF for the Euro 6 norm, and this car also has the self-parking system, and that's pretty much it. I do like the facelift version. I think the new owners are gonna like it because it looks almost the same, but it looks nice. And if you want to see more in detail of the C-Class, I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to take it for a spin on the parking lot. Make sure to watch the next video. I'm going to link it on the end. Okay guys, this is the facelift as well. As you can see, this one has 2 strikes. And this is a different package. And this is the spec. And same panel roof. Same redesign lights. This is the avant-garde, so a little bit different. And just to show you the interior without sitting inside, steering wheel is black. This one also has the digital cockpit, which is optional, and the longer version of the steering wheel. And this one has, as you can see, a lighter wood inside. The seats are the same. This one has a little bit of cloth. This is something that looks like in the Audi, but I think Audi did it a little bit better. And this is the little bit lighter wood. Also new C-Class, so this is the avant-garde. Okay, I just realized I almost missed the engine bay. So this is how it looks. This is the new engine from the E-Class, lighter, more horsepower. And this is the pre-facelift, which I believe is a Renault engine in the C-Class, which I know a lot of you are disappointed. This has 194 horsepower. This one has a little bit less. I forgot the numbers now. I want to thank you guys for watching my video. Please leave some comments below. I want to hear your opinions. Like this video, it really helps me a lot when you interact with this video, because Google algorithm shares it to other audiences so I can get more views, because this is my only job. I'm a full-time YouTuber. Greetings from Croatia. Stay safe on the road, and I'm gonna see you in